This video is an experiment. I hope it's okay. I kind of don't care though. This is my wagon. It's my little hand cart. I've made it better than it was, but the original design was just a box with some holes drilled in and some wheelchair wheels thrown on. And I've been working on it piece by piece ever since then. And it's a nice little project of mine. And this is by far the best it's been. But my axle's a little bit forward. And because of that, it has a tendency to like to push up really hard. I'm gonna see if I'm still in frame here. Just one second. I'm in my bathrobe this morning because, well, robes didn't really feel like a very high effort project. Just something quick to do. But all we're doing is just popping off the axle and sliding her back probably to about here. Help stabilize her a little bit. Hi, Whoopie. You having a good time? Bang. Almost. Try again. Bang. Good girl. Okay. Run. Love that little angel. I don't really know what I want to talk about. Just know I kind of wanted to talk about something. Go get your ball. I got these nice construction screws that are self-tapping and extremely convenient. So, hypothetically, all I gotta do is unscrew them, slide it back, and screw them right back on. Should be pretty easy. The nice thing about this is the old one had such a awkward joint on it with the axle that the axle was too thick and it connected with an adapter and had some bolts, and the adapters were taking too much weight on them and ended up bending. So I fixed that, and while I was at it, I fixed a lot of the other issues too. And it's nice because it's an easy way to get groceries or something else and add whimsy to your day. I used it to pull a standing desk I got from a thrift shop and all sorts of other things. Oh yeah, I forgot. Not quite so easy. I'll have to unscrew these ones as well, where that handle is in. But that'll be easy. I'll be right back. A few more tools on a chilly January morning. It's actually not quite morning. It's morning for me, but it's 10 a.m., which is, for most people I know, actually pretty late. My camera just drifting off. Gotta check that again. Not really looking. Yeah, she's okay. Well, the thing is that, like, I think as a society, as a society, we like to forget that old technologies exist. Otherwise, it's cool and it's novel, you know? It's ancient, it's outdated, but, like, this stuff's still useful. I don't gotta pay for the gym to go get my groceries. It's not like it's that much work with this thing, though. But still, a little bit of effort here and there saves you time, saves you money, makes you feel good. Like carpentry or 80,000 other things you could do, I guess, but anything you can do to add fantasy and whimsy to the world today, I feel like it helps you and those around you. So it's always worth the effort. Well, that's not here or there. see how far back she can go. I built it with a slight imperfection, so the tip is more narrow than the back, and so the axle is having trouble squeezing down in there. But no harm done, and she's in about the right spot. Looks like that's as far back as she's gonna go. Just need to check up and make sure that's good. The nice thing too, like, this project was supposed to be free. That didn't work. Not enough carpentry skill to make wheels out of scrap wood. So then I decided, if I can't make it for free, I'll just repurpose as much of it as I can. And so I did. The wheels are from a wheelchair from a thrift shop, and the black fittings on the railings here are from old projects around the house that I haven't needed them for anymore. Decided against for now anyway. Had them on hand. Let's go down. And the only really expensive part of any of this was, most of it was just reclaimed wood. Even the handles that I got were wheelbarrow handles from a thrift shop. The only expensive part was the axle and the fittings. And if you know what you're doing, that actually is pretty cheap too. I could probably build a new one of these for definitely under 50, maybe under 20 if I can find wheels at a scrapyard. I think the nicest thing about it, in addition to being able to use it and add fantasy and whimsy to my own life, is whenever I pass by people, they seem to really like it, and it makes their day just a little bit better, which is cliche sounding, but it feels nice to make other people forget their troubles for just a minute. I got a few things I gotta check on after I get her in there. But it's really not that much work moving this back, especially with these self-tapping construction screws. Wasn't expecting that. Oh no. I haven't charged the battery and now she's dying. Poor thing. Oh well. Let's hope she lasts. And if she doesn't, then it'll be about 15 minutes of waiting before I've got enough charge to actually get the job done. That's a lot better. Alrighty. The previous version I have, the Mark 1, I guess you could call it, the look on the people's faces when I came to pick up that desk. It wasn't supposed to be a standing desk. It was supposed to be an entertainment center of sorts. But fits my purposes really, really well, actually. The look on their faces when I strode up in a wagon and the little hand cart was like, load her up, boys. Lashed it all down with rope, and I think everyone present seemed to enjoy it. Think about there ought to do her. I don't know. I guess if there's anything I'm trying to say is just take it slow. Do something you enjoy. Don't really be worried about what others think of you. That's what I've learned. I think that's why I end up making YouTube videos again. I just like making videos. I ran through like 4 channels now, and a bunch of different video ideas, and I don't know. But it's a form of expression that I really want to try. God damn you. I missed entirely. I did that at the wrong angle. That's okay. If it were any other type of wood, I'd be really worried about doing that, but the way this is pressed, I think she'll be okay. You like the view? You gotta pay for that most of the time. Do a little dance. Oh jeez, I'm getting too old for that. Alrighty, well, that's really all the repairs that needed done. Just unhitching it and moving it back. A few more features this one has than the Mark 1 was. There's a lantern holder that I rigged onto it. That needs a little bit of work because it's only got one connection point. It needs a second one to keep it upright, otherwise it bends. And then all of the bolts are now one size. This one right here, so I can just hang it up. I've always got my wrench with me now, instead of having to carry a whole bucket of them. It looks good. Looks right anyway. For a bit of a test. Check the back. See if that pivot point helps any. Yeah, that's a lot more weight going down now. It didn't take half this much pressure before to pull her up. And then woo, do an ollie maybe. See how long I can balance it for. Timer going. Shit. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed. I'm just testing my mic and my camera, so. Die.